There's nothing quite like the taste of a freshly dug potato. Homegrown potatoes are simply bursting with flavor, offering a taste of sunshine and satisfaction in every bite. Unlike store-bought potatoes that may have been sitting in storage for weeks, your own potatoes are at their peak of freshness the moment you harvest them. And the best part? You know exactly what went into growing them. You can enjoy your delicious spuds knowing they're free from harmful chemicals and pesticides. Plus, growing your own food is incredibly rewarding. It connects you to nature and gives you a sense of accomplishment as you nurture your plants from tiny seed potatoes to bountiful harvests. So why not give it a go? Growing potatoes at home is easier than you might think. Whether you have a spacious garden, a sunny patio, or just a small balcony, there's a potato growing method perfect for you. Before you embark on your potato growing adventure, you'll need to decide where your spuds will call home. There are three main methods for growing potatoes: in the garden, in bags on your patio, or in pots. If you have a garden with ample space, planting directly in the ground is a fantastic option. It allows your potatoes to grow freely and develop a strong root system. For those with limited space, growing potatoes in bags or pots is a great alternative. These methods are perfect for patios, balconies, or even small yards, bringing the joy of gardening to any home. Each method has its own advantages. Let's explore each one in detail so you can choose the perfect fit for your space and lifestyle. Planting potatoes in the garden is a classic method that yields excellent results. Here's a step-by-step guide to get you started. First, prepare the soil. Potatoes thrive in loose, well-drained soil. Dig over the area where you'll be planting, removing any rocks or weeds. Add some well-rotted manure or compost to enrich the soil and promote healthy growth. Next, chitting your potatoes. Chitting is the process of encouraging your seed potatoes to sprout before planting. Place them in a bright, cool spot for a few weeks. This helps them grow faster once they're in the ground. Then, planting time. Once the risk of frost has passed, it's time to plant. Dig trenches about 6 inches deep and 2 feet apart. Place your chitted potatoes at the bottom of the trenches, with the sprouts facing upwards. Cover them with soil and water well. As your potato plants grow taller, you'll need to hill up the soil around their base. This involves mounding soil around the stems, which encourages more potatoes to grow and prevents them from turning green. Lastly, watering and weeding. Keep the soil consistently moist, especially during dry periods. Regularly remove any weeds that pop up around your potato plants to ensure they have access to all the nutrients they need. Don't have a garden? No problem. Growing potatoes in bags is a convenient and productive way to enjoy homegrown spuds, even if you have limited space. First, choose your bag. Select sturdy grow bags specifically designed for potatoes. These bags are typically made from breathable fabric and have drainage holes to prevent waterlogging. Next, prepare the bag. Fill the bottom of the bag with a layer of good quality potting mix. Add your chitted seed potatoes, spacing them evenly. Cover with more potting mix, leaving about 4 inches of space at the top of the bag. Find a sunny spot. Place your potato bags in a location that receives at least 6 hours of sunlight each day, watering and feeding. Water your potatoes regularly, ensuring the potting mix remains moist but not soggy. As the plants grow, you'll need to add more potting mix to the bag, gradually filling it up as the stems grow taller. Finally, harvest time. Once the foliage starts to yellow and die back, it's a sign that your potatoes are ready to harvest. Gently tip the bag over and collect your bounty of fresh potatoes. Section 5, Potluck, cultivating spuds in containers. Even if you only have a small balcony or patio, you can still experience the joy of growing your own potatoes in pots. First, select your pots. Choose large, deep pots with drainage holes. Potatoes need plenty of room for their roots to spread. Next, it's time for potting up. Fill the bottom of the pot with a layer of gravel or broken pottery for drainage. Then, add a layer of potting mix. Carefully plant your chitted seed potatoes, spacing them evenly. Cover with more potting mix, leaving about 4 inches of space at the top. Now for sunshine and water. Place your potato pots in a sunny location. Water regularly, ensuring the potting mix stays consistently moist but not waterlogged. As your potato plants grow taller, you'll need to hill up the soil just like you would in a garden bed. Add more potting mix around the base of the plants to encourage more potato growth. Finally, when the foliage begins to yellow and wither, your potatoes are ready for harvesting. Simply tip the pot over or gently loosen the soil to collect your delicious homegrown potatoes. Section 6. Picking the perfect potato. With so many different potato varieties available, choosing the right one for your needs can feel a bit overwhelming. Here are a few things to consider. Early, second early, or main crop. Early potatoes are ready to harvest in about 10 weeks, while main crop varieties take longer but produce larger yields. Consider when you'd like to enjoy your potatoes and how much space you have available. Flavor and texture. Do you prefer waxy potatoes that hold their shape well when boiled, or fluffy potatoes that are perfect for mashing? Research different varieties and their culinary uses to find the perfect match for your taste buds. Disease resistance. Some potato varieties are more resistant to certain diseases than others. If you've had problems with potato blight or other diseases in the past, opt for resistant varieties. Don't be afraid to experiment with different types of potatoes to discover your favorites. You might be surprised by the diversity of flavors and textures available. Section 7. Caring for your growing spuds. Once your potatoes are planted, it's important to give them the care they need to thrive. Here are a few tips. Watering potatoes need consistent moisture, especially during dry spells. Water deeply and evenly, avoiding overwatering, which can lead to root rot. Feeding potatoes are hungry feeders. Give them a boost by adding a balanced fertilizer every few weeks during the growing season. Pest control. Keep an eye out for any signs of pests, such as aphids or slugs. You can deter these critters by using organic pest control methods or by physically removing them from your plants. Disease prevention. Good air circulation is crucial for preventing fungal diseases like potato blight. Avoid overcrowding your plants and ensure there's adequate spacing between them. By providing your potato plants with the right care and attention, you'll be rewarded with a bountiful harvest of delicious homegrown spuds. Section 8. Harvesting your homegrown treasure. One of the most exciting parts of growing potatoes is harvesting your own homegrown bounty. Here's how to know when your potatoes are ready and how to harvest them. Timing is key. Early potatoes are typically ready to harvest about 10 weeks after planting, while main crop potatoes can take 15 to 20 weeks. Telltale signs. You'll know your potatoes are ready when the foliage starts to yellow and die back. Gentle harvesting. Carefully loosen the soil around the base of the plants with a garden fork. Avoid piercing the potatoes. Gently lift the plants and shake off any excess soil. Once harvested, allow your potatoes to cure in a cool, dry place for a few days before storing them. This helps to toughen their skin and increase their shelf life. Section 9. A final word. Savor the flavor of success. Growing your own potatoes at home is a rewarding experience that connects you to nature, provides you with fresh and flavorful food, and allows you to enjoy the satisfaction of a bountiful harvest. Whether you choose to plant in the garden, in bags, or in pots, there's a method to suit every space and lifestyle. So why not give it a try? Start small, experiment with different varieties, and discover the joy of homegrown potatoes. You'll be amazed by the taste, freshness, and satisfaction that comes from growing your own food. Get ready to savor the flavor of success with every delicious bite.